I really am enjoying myself. The people that I've met have been warm and wonderful to me. How I met my husband, that will always be special for me. One of the builders that had his work done in our firm was in Portland talking to Joe one time and said, you're single, aren't you, Joe? And he said, yeah, I'm through with women. And he said, well, there's a little gal that works in your Oregon City. If I were single, I'd be knocking on her door. At noon, Joe was in Oregon City, and that's how we met. And I was downtown one day with my daughter, and there was this little dog laying in this little shop. And he was laying asleep in his food bowl, curled in a little ball. And we went in, and I said, oh, that little dog is so cute. I got him up, and he just wrapped around my neck, and of course, I was gone. Joe came home from the golf course, and I said, I've just seen there's some pug puppies for sale. And he said, we've already said no more dogs. And I said, I know. So he walked to the phone and called the number and said, where can we see those pug puppies? And I held every one of those puppies, and there were quite a few. And the one that I picked up, that all the others, as I picked them up, they looked at me with their paws hanging down. But this one was doing this. It's me. I'm the one. We had about 5 months of living in a home that we built while we were dating, and the company decided that we probably should go to Alaska. Driving the Alaska highway at that time, it was strictly a graded road. It was not a paved road. This is in the early 60s. They had a grader going constantly, grading and leaving big piles of gravel. And if you were on the side of the grader, you were in trouble because he was coming toward you and he didn't move for you, you got out of his way. So we saw the grader coming and we were on his side of the road, so Joe had to flip the car up over the pile of gravel, and we heard a clunk when we went up over the pile of gravel, and all of a sudden he just sat down on the gas pedal, and we took off, and I said, what's wrong with you? And he said, I think we're losing our gas. I think I've broke the gas tank. Sure enough, that's what it was. We did get into Watson Lake, it was called. It was up in Canada. Gas was coming out of the car. And me being the little Irish and Scotch person that I am, I topped out with a paper cup. I was going to try to save some gas, and Joe said, oh, just stay away from the gas. That memory will never leave me because that was our introduction to Canada. I feel like I'm really an Arizonan that's come back home.